to get the sorted arrays using the bubble sort. So these are the 8, 2, 14, 7, and the 3. These are the unsorted arrays. So these are the elements. These are the elements. And then these are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the indexes. So in bubble sort, we need to combine the two elements so that the larger elements can put into the last part of the elements. So we can go to now the first pass. So the 8, 2, 14, 7, 3. So we need, the step 1 is we need to compare the two elements, which is the 8 and the 2. So since this is two elements is not in order form, so the 8 is greater than 2, so these two elements we need to swap so that the elements will have a ordered array. So now we can swap these two elements. So now these elements look like this: 2, 8, 14, 7, 3. So step 2, these two elements were combined. We need to combine these two elements if these two elements are in ordered form, or these elements are in their position. So the 8 is less than 14, so it's true. So these two elements did not swap. So since these two elements are in the position, in the exact position, so we go to now the step 3. So 2, 8, 14, 7, 3. So in the step 3, we need to compare the 14 and the 7. Since 14 is greater than 7, so we need to swap these two elements so that the 14 will put on the last position in the elements. So now these are the sequence of the elements: 2, 8, 7, 14, and 3. So these elements are not yet sequenced based on the bubble sort, or these elements are not yet sorted. So we go to the step 5, which is the 14 and 3. We combine these two elements. So the 14 is greater than 3, so we need to swap these two elements. So now these are the sequence now: 2, 8, 7, 3, and 14. So this is now the elements. But this here in the second element are not in the exact position, so we need this to combine. So now these elements are not yet in the sequence, so we go to the second pass so that the elements were in the exact position until we reach the sorted arrays. So now 2, 8, 7, 3, 14. So the first step is we need to compare the first two elements here, so the 2 and 8. But the 2 and 8 are in the exact position, so we don't need this to swap. So 2, 8, 7, 3, 14. we go to now the step 2, which is the 8 and 7. So since the 8 and 7 is not in the exact position, so 8 is greater than 7, so we need to swap these two elements. So this is now the elements 2, 7, 8, 3, 14. So these elements are not yet in the sequence or the exact position of the elements. So we go to the strip 3, which is the 8 and the 3 are combined. I mean compared. So we need to compare these two elements. So since these two elements are not in this exact position, so 8 is greater than 3, so we need to swap these two elements. So here are now the elements in the second pass. So 2, 7, 3, 8, and 14. So what we see is the 7 is not in the right or the exact position of these 5 elements. So what we're going to do? So we go to the final pass so that we reach the sorted arrays. So the 2, 7, 3, 8, and 14. So we go to the step 1. So the step 1, we compare the 2 and the 7. So these two elements are in the exact position, so we don't need this to swap. So these are the elements now. 2, 7, 3, 8, 14. So now we go to the second step. So these are the 7 and the 3. We compare these two elements. Since the 7 is greater than 3, so we're going to swap the two elements. So this now be our elements position of the elements, which is 2, 3, 7, 8, and 14. So these elements are in the correct or exact position. So we call this assorted arrays now. This is our assorted array using the bubble sort.